excited for our own tree lighting ceremony here. And, you know, New York had Mariah Carey. We don't have Mariah Carey here tonight, but we do have a very special guest. And it is my pleasure and my honor to have David Jeffrey here tonight to throw the switch on our tree. As I think all of you know, David is a former council member and a member of our community who has served in a number of roles for many, many years. And we're very appreciative of the service he has given the city and our community. And so very happy to have you here tonight, David, to throw the switch. All right. So before I turn it over to David and we all do the big countdown, I just also want to throw out a thanks to our public works staff and to Connexus Energy, who helped get the tree here and up and solid in the ground. So thank you very much, Connexus Energy and our City of Ramsey public works staff. All right, well, I know it's cold, and I know we all want to get inside for more cider and cookies, and so, David, I'm going to turn the microphone over to you, and I hope everyone will join in as we do a countdown from 10 to the switch.
Well, thanks for all coming out and braving the cold. I only have 45 minutes worth of remarks, so I hope you're patient, but I am just honored to be standing before you. It was just my honor, and I loved my public service. I loved serving the citizens of Ramsey. It was some of the greatest years of our lives, and you know, if you're in public service, you're giving up at least one day, probably 2 days a week. And my family sacrificed through that, and they're all here, and I want to thank them for doing that. So without further ado, we can talk more inside. I'm shivering. So I think we should start counting this thing down. I hope this works, David.
All right. Dave, you want to stand over by the switch? All right, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy your evening.
David, thank you for being here this evening. As many folks know, David Jeffrey is a longtime member of our community. He is a former city council member, served on our planning commission, and has served this community in a number of roles over many years. And it is my honor this evening to present you with a token of recognition for the service you have given this community. We had David as our first honorary tree lighter earlier this evening, throwing on the lights of the city holiday tree. And at this time, David, I would like to present you this proclamation, mayoral proclamation, thanking you for your service and declaring Wednesday, December 11th as David Jeffrey Day in the city of Ramsey. So I'll read you this proclamation. Whereas David Jeffrey is a longtime citizen and respected public servant of the city of Ramsey. Whereas David Jeffrey served on the Ramsey Planning Commission from 2003 to 2004 and served on the Ramsey City Council from 2005 to 2008 and 2009 to 2011. Whereas David Jeffrey is a devoted family man, he is a husband to Jackie, father to Amy, David, and Michelle, and grandfather to Molly and Macy. Whereas David Jeffrey is a well-regarded member of St. Catherine Drexel Catholic Church in Ramsey. Whereas David Jeffrey has made a lasting positive impact on thousands of students through his work at Anoka Technical College. Whereas David Jeffrey is an advocate, leader, and supporter of the Ramsey community. community events, municipal initiatives, and much more. Whereas David Jeffrey played an instrumental role in the development and revitalization of the city of Ramsey over the past decade, therefore be it resolved that I, Sarah Stroman, as mayor of the city of Ramsey, do hereby proclaim Wednesday, December 11th, 2013 as David Jeffrey Day in the city of Ramsey.
Madam Mayor, members of the council, and community folks, I'm honored and overwhelmed at this. I've said it many times that, you know, for only $5 you can put your name on a ballot and you may get elected. And I served with great pride the citizens of the city, and it was my privilege to be able to have their trust in the decisions that we made. I hope through my tenure I've left the city better than I found it. I think that's probably the case. And all the other accolades on this proclamation, as I look past, or I look back over the years, it's been about serving, and it's been about giving. And my family knows that all too well, as I said outside, that when you dedicate your life here, every Tuesday night when I was on city council, Jackie was trying to find something for me to do. But we found something to do. It's full-time with my health, and this is just a beautiful day and a welcome proclamation, Madam Mayor. And I thank you for all your leadership and all of your time that